Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Avery's Apron. My name is Avery, and we are back with a homemade sloppy Joe recipe, you guys. This is actually one of my childhood favorites, but as a kid, we used to eat the stuff that was in the can. You know, you'd ground the meat up and then you'd pour the sauce from the can over your meat, and that was sloppy joes. But as I've gotten older, I'm not really a fan of the stuff in the can, so this is my homemade version. All right, we are going to get right into the recipe. You saw all those ingredients. Definitely check out the description box below for exact measurements and recipe notes. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. And yes, now I'm done rambling. We are going to get right into the recipe. Okay, so we are starting off with my skillet here over medium-high heat. I just drizzled in a little bit of oil, and I went in with one diced yellow onion and one diced green bell pepper. I'm also sprinkling in some salt and pepper to season and to help my veggies to sweat down really nicely. And I'm just going to saute these, okay? It's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes or so to get them nice and soft. And once they are soft enough, we're going to go in with our ground turkey. I'm using ground turkey today. However, you can use ground beef. You can do ground chicken. It's totally up to you what meat you use, but I chose ground turkey. As you just saw, I just went in with my ground turkey, and this is about 2 pounds of ground turkey, okay? My family loves this. We eat it a lot of different ways, and we love having the leftovers, but you can definitely cut this recipe in half if this seems like too much, okay? Don't sweat it. But yes, this is 2 pounds of ground turkey, and then I just went in with a whole blend of seasonings, okay? So I went in with some paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, some salt and some pepper, of course, because ground turkey is very bland, okay? It's quite flavorless, so don't be afraid to season, especially if you are using ground turkey, okay? But yes, we are gonna just go ahead and give this a good stir and cook it up until our meat is nice and brown. Then we're gonna go ahead and start adding in our ingredients to make that beautiful, sweet, tangy, delicious sauce. Alright, you guys, so my meat is nice and brown, and I'm going to go ahead and strain off some of this juice, okay? I'm not getting rid of all of it because I don't like for my sloppy joe sauce to get too thick, and I found that keeping some of this juice in the bottom of the pan helps to loosen it up a little bit, okay? But if you prefer to get rid of all the juice, by all means, take it on over to the strainer in the sink and get rid of it, okay? But I like to keep it loose, like I said, so I keep just a little in the bottom of the pan. It's not gonna hurt you, okay? It'll be fine. But anyways, now time to start adding in the ingredients for our sauce. So I'm starting off with some tomato paste, okay, just a teaspoon or so. I'm going to give this a stir, make sure that my meat is nicely coated in that paste. I found that when you don't cook tomato paste down enough, it has a very strong, distinct flavor that I do not like, okay? So I always start with the tomato paste and allow it to cook down for, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes by itself, and then I go in with all the other sauce ingredients, okay? But yes, now that that has had the chance to cook down a little bit and mellow out a bit, okay, I'm going in with a little bit of ketchup, some brown sugar, garlic paste, Worcestershire sauce, and Dijon mustard. And that is literally all you need, you guys, for this sauce. That's literally all you need, okay? I'm going to stir this around, make sure everything is well combined and nicely incorporated, and we're going to allow this to simmer on the stove for about 15-20 minutes or so. Also, before I leave this to simmer, I did turn the heat down to low and I covered it with a lid, okay? You don't want this to dry out too much, okay? As it simmers, you want it to really keep the juices flowing and everything. So I don't recommend simmering this with the lid off because I think it'll dry out too much and that liquid will evaporate and it'll be really thick, okay? So make sure to cover this and reduce the heat to low. Okay, and while my sloppy joes were simmering, I went ahead and popped some homemade potato wedges into the air fryer, okay? So I just got these russet potatoes that I scrubbed clean. I cut it into wedges and patted it dry, okay? And then I drizzled with oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and complete seasoning. I tossed all of that together really well. I laid them in one even layer in my air fryer. And I put them in at 400 for 30 minutes, okay? And I did flip them halfway through the cook time just to make sure that they were crispy on both sides. You can definitely do these in the oven as well. Same temperature, same amount of time, and they should be great, okay? But that's it for today's recipe, you guys. There are my finished wedges. I'm going to go ahead and build these sandwiches. And even though you see me building sandwiches here, I actually ate my sloppy joes on a baked potato, okay? I just put a little butter, added my sloppy joe mixture, put a little cheddar cheese and sour cream. Delicious, okay? It's my absolute favorite way to eat it, all right? But let me know down below, were you a fan of sloppy joes as a kid? Was it a favorite of yours? Okay, let me know. And also stay tuned to the end because my dad and my brother are going to taste test this for you guys and let you know how it is, okay? Thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you all in my next one. Bye. Hello. Go on ahead and try the manwich.
The manwich?
Yes.
The sandwich?
It doesn't matter. We like to eat it on sandwiches and on baked potatoes. Dad has both, as you can see.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Manwich is good.
Manwich is
say
good.
the rest of them wedges.
Potato and I got a sandwich.
It's really good on the potatoes.
It is.
Yeah,
And you want to taste the wedge?
sure.
What is this? You got one of these too? Packs.
Wedge is good,
Do you like them crispy?
but I like a little crispy. I like mine crispy.
I figured. When you bit into it and it didn't crunch, I didn't want it to burn though.
That's fine.
That's ridiculous.
Quentin's trying the potato wedges.
These are seasoned perfect.
Oh, what you say? Say it again.
They're seasoned perfect.
Wow. What do you think?
Oh, they remind me of KFC's wedges.
What? That's a reach,
Well,
man. That's a reach.
Here's like a gourmet version of them.
Oh.
That's
Well,
a
thanks.
good
So what do you
answer.
give it out of 10?
I'll give it a 10.
That's a nice compliment.
Thanks.